Yo, what is up, guys? It's your boy Cody. Today we're going to be going over some tips and tricks for the AoE intensive Magicka Templar build. This is going to be a rather quick video, but I just wanted to give some pointers out while playing this build. Keep in mind we are running all regen, like I said in the last video. It is possible to run 1 spell damage, but the reason we're running really high recovery is because of misform. It costs a shit ton of max Magicka, and as well doesn't give you any sustain while you're in it. Well, that's actually wrong, and this is going to be my first tip. When you have channeled focus down, it says you get 120 Magicka every 0.5 seconds, so that's 480 every 2. And look at my max Magicka when I misform, when I have channeled focus off. It's going up, you see? So that's the first trick, and in addition to that, you always want to have channeled focus up. It's your major resolve, major ward, meaning it's going to give you your beefy resistances. So whenever you're gonna go into battle or you're gonna fight someone, never forget to put this down. Not only are you missing sustain, but you're missing a lot of tankiness, so this should always help you. It's on your front bar, so if you're ever gonna switch to your back bar, make sure to put that down first. Next thing, we go into Blazing Spear. This is gonna be our CC and some AoE damage. It's really suggested that you block cancel, not block cancel, but use the skill through block, because it's really good when you're trying to CC someone and you're not getting screwed yourself. So I suggest when you're using the skill and you have a lot of people on you, you block while using it. I do find that really helpful when you're versing a lot of heavy hard hitting stamina builds. Give away getting Dawnbreaker or something and CC them. It's basically like you can CC them and not take pressure at the same time. You go straight into offense afterwards. If you're ever gonna try to burst someone, don't just go straight into the jabs. Put a reflective light on them. Make sure you have your buffs down. Remember, our Purify is gonna have a dot on it, so there's no reason why you shouldn't put that down. It's a really big radius, plus it gives you major mending. So like, you throw a reflective light onto them, you throw a Blazing Spear, and you got your AoE set up. You can just do damage inside of this ring. There's times when you want to misform and times when you don't want to misform. Obviously, you can misform if you're at a steady pace of max Magicka, but if you know you're not going to be getting a Lich proc for another 10 or 20 seconds, though, you're going to have to use your stamina and just your regular surviving skills without misform to get back up to regular Magicka point. For instance, if you have a Lich proc, do not mist. You're just going to be wasting your Magicka proc, your Lich proc, and you're not going to get the benefit out of the set. If you have to, and your final Magicka sustain, let's say you got like most of the Lich proc, and you really have to, it's either mist or die, then of course you're going to have to take that route. But try not to mist and rather block in Breath of Life instead. But you choose it. Sometimes blocking or Breath of Lifing may be hard on your max Magicka, but it shouldn't be, because your regen does spike over the Breath of Life cost, so you should be fine. Also, when you do get the Lich proc, try to use a pot. The pot's going to give you another 20% on top of the super high Magicka recovery you'll be getting, so that'll definitely min-max like your Lich proc. Whenever you're radianting, I know new Templars may not know, but try to like do a bunny hop backwards before you radiant. Remember, it is bashable and you could get screwed over. So if you're ever gonna radiant, try to get some distance before you radiant. All you have to do is a quick jump back. You can jump back and press the skill at the same time. Give some distance from your opponent so he can't bash you. Should be snared from Purify or jabs or whatever, but you still wanna go back. Crescent's really good. If you see your enemy within like 40 to 50% health and he doesn't have like 50k health or anything, you can use this and then go straight into a radiant, set up a really good burst. This hits really hard when it crits, and especially when it procs Burning Light, so you could really take someone down at like 40 to 50% health and then radiant them. Make sure to have like reflective light on them and everything, and they should get bursted pretty fast. You can block a lot with this build, guys, but make sure you have at least like 5k plus stamina. That's probably going to be around what your CC break costs. If you ever run out of stamina, you have pots, you have repentance. If you're playing with a group, you can activate the synergy, or you can do heavy attacks. Remember, we're in heavy armor, so our heavy attacks restore 50% more stamina. So if you ever can just get around an LOS, charge up a heavy attack before the person comes, and you can restore stamina. Mistform is also another way to restore stamina, because we are in heavy armor. We do get stamina back when we're hit every 4 seconds. So you can stamina to get your stam sustained as well, which may be the smarter route if there's too many people on you. But the reason we are running Thief is because more crit equals more damage, obviously. We do get to 40-something%, which is really good when we use Reflective Light, which is our major prophecy. But if you, some reason, wanted to go, like, the Shadow for some reason, you will drop lower, like 20, 23, and you'll get back at this when you have major prophecy up. Or you can go Atronach and run spell damage on pretty much, like, all your glyphs. But the Thief is really important for crit heals and crit damage. Makes us more survivable with the crit heals and more aggressive with more crit DPS. Make sure you grab your dual passes. You may not know, but each sword increases your damage by 2.5%. I'm pretty sure I said this in the previous video, but I'm just going to mention that. Alright, now the most important part and what you've been waiting for. Where to farm the sets. So, this is the good thing. The Grothar drops in the same dungeon as Rattlecage. So, basically, what I'm going to have links in the description of like where to farm all the sets and what sets are in the game, just because they're really helpful links for you guys. They'll be in the description below. So Vaults of Madness is the dungeon that drops Grothar and Rattlecage. I know there's some ones in like version 1 and 2 of dungeons, but it doesn't matter which dungeon you go in. It drops in normal and veteran too, so it doesn't matter. I suggest doing it on normal because you'll be able to kill everything and farm things faster, but keep in mind you can't get purple jewelry when you're doing the normal modes. But I have like one necklace right now. I don't even care, like it doesn't really matter. It's a really minuscule difference. I do have the rest on my Sork, so that's why I'm running a necklace that's blue right now. But the Grothar, keep in mind you do have to do this on veteran mode to get it, and it drops on the last boss. A chance, the head can drop on the last boss on veteran. You don't have to do hard mode or anything, but yeah. The head shouldn't be hard to get. The shoulder though, I'll put another link in the description below, but the shoulder drops from a specific chest. It drops from the Gilrian, I believe. So that's something you want to know. I'll put that in the description below for you guys, so you make sure to choose your key on the right chest. Yeah, it drops from Gilrian the Redbeard, Vanilla Dungeons. You're probably not going to remember that, so I'll put it in the description just in case. Rattlecage, like I said, you should probably farm this on normal mode of Vaults of Madness, just because it's going to be a lot easier to farm. Try to get at least like 4 impen, 3 sturdy. That's a pretty good mixed match of traits. The Lich set is probably going to be the hardest for you to get. The jewelry isn't the hardest, it's just the sword and board that's going to be hard. So, like I said, if you want the blue Lich, you'll be able to farm the Lich faster. Maybe you want to try the build out before you min-max the purple. But like I said, purple drops on vet, blue drops on normal. And it doesn't matter for the weapons, of course, because you can upgrade themselves. So if you have purple jewelry already, you can just farm normal if you wanted to get the purple. The weapons and jewelry seem to have a really, really high chance to drop in the last boss. So keep in mind, you can skip a lot of the ads. You can't skip all the bosses, but most of the good stuff that you want drops on the last boss of the dungeon's Crypt of Hearts. It's in Rivenspire. There's 1 and 2 as well. Normal Crypt of Hearts 1 is what I farmed to get all my stuff. I did farm Crypt of Hearts 2 for the purple jewelry, but if you don't care, Crypt of Hearts 1 normal will drop your stuff. You don't need to do it on veteran, of course. It wouldn't really make sense unless you wanted to do. That's not what I meant. It's like unless you wanted to get purple. I meant like you don't have to do Crypt of Hearts 2. I think Crypt of Hearts 1 is actually better. It's more fast, less like NPC times talking and stuff. So the willpower, guys, as you know, it's you grab that in the IC. You grab the key fragments and you head over to. I'm not sure if it's the Ethereal Trophy Vault or the Bone Shard. I'm pretty sure it's either or. They both drop the willpower weapons. Yeah, yeah, they do. Yeah, so just spend your key fragments on the bone shards to try to get the swords of willpower. These do get sold in guild stores as well. If you can't get swords, it's alright. It's not the end of the world. You can get like a mace or something. Just try to get the dual wield, and you should be good. Make sure the weapons are gold. They're the most important part. As you see, I don't really have anything else gold. The gold really makes a difference in the damage. So those are all my pointers, guys. Make sure to grab medicinal use, your racial passives. Dawnted is helpful. Remember, we're in 511, so the heavy and light passes aren't bad to get. I mean, the light and medium passes, some of them. Just grab the ones that aren't the 5 pieces. You should get a little bit more bonus from them. And that is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I'll be trying to get some more gameplay, and I'll be seeing you guys later. Peace out.